Hidashay, Stungo, Halito, Chinchigma, Osio. Welcome to another podcast of Native Wings Like an Eagle Incorporated. I'm Melvin Battiest, the Executive Director. And today I just want to share a little bit about how Native Wings Like an Eagle got its start and where we are today. And so when you come back, join us and hear about how this whole thing began. Okay, so now that we're back, I want to kind of take you down the road of the beginning of Native Wings. Really, it all began when I was incarcerated. Through the years of my incarceration, one of the things that I did was I tried to establish things for the Native population in whatever institution I was at that would be culturally based, and try to give our Native brothers something to do during the incarceration. One of the things that I helped do is bring the Sweat Lodge ceremony into the Department of Corrections in 1991. Matter of fact, I think it was July the 16th, 1991, when the first Sweat Lodge ceremony was conducted over at the Lexington Correctional Center, and it was such an honor to be a part of the first ceremony. We also did a lot of work to get the drums, the medicine bags, the feathers, everything in that we needed as natives to have our religious practices and also help culture stay alive inside the prison system. One of the things I also did was I helped put on powwows, stomp dances, put together celebration dinners for the population so that we can be able to have that time to come together and celebrate just like our people would on the outside, you know. And it was really a wonderful thing to be able to celebrate Indigenous Day, because I was still inside when that was had occurred, and then Native American Heritage Month. So to be able to go to the prison staff, the wardens and them, and tell them how important it was for us to celebrate that, and they would give us approval. Every facility I went to, if there was not a Native American organization operating, I would make sure that one got established, got approved, so that the brothers would have a time to come together weekly to meet, talk about what's going on the yard, making positive changes to whatever we were doing as a Native population. And so it was really good. I remember several times, like the powwows, we put on powwows and have fundraisers so we can give the money to a child who was fixing a student who was fixing to go to college, put a little money towards their scholarship, you know, get them into college. Then maybe the next year we'd raise money to give to a family who was in need, a Native American family in need. So a lot of things that we did while we were incarcerated as Native men, we did for the outside. And so in doing that, being able to write proposals for the events, to get them approved, having to go in there and talk to staff administration, to the wardens, deputy wardens, chief of security, to let them know how important it was for the Native population to have these things and to see them approve it. And that was really something that I really remember and cherish, because it was important for us. I remember I went to a facility where every year there was a powwow at a prison that me and several other brothers had started that powwow there at Joseph Hart. And we'd invite other institutions to come, but for many years, there was one institution that never got to come, and that was the Dick Connor Correctional Center. And then one year I got transferred to Dick Connors, and the Joe Hart powwow was coming up. And so I asked at the Dick Connors facility if the brothers, why they never went to the Dick Connor Correctional Facility. And they said nobody's ever asked. So I put a proposal together and went and walked it up front and sat down with the administration and got it approved, and we were able to go to that powwow for the first time over there at Joseph Hart. And so things like that was really important for me to do for my people. And so I established that among all the brothers. And so when I was getting out, I made sure the brothers knew, I'm not going to forget you guys. When I get out, I can't forget y'all. I mean, you're my brothers. You're my true brothers. You spent 24/7 with me inside these facilities. And so, you know, I gotta be who I am inside and out. And so when I got out, and my experience of having to struggle to get reintegration services, and especially from my tribe, kind of was the movement that caused me to go forth and say, you know what, I don't want any other Native American brother or sister coming out of prison and feeling like they have nothing. Because you don't have anything when you get out, unless you have family already there, but most of the men and women coming out of prison have nothing. And so to not get tribal assistance because you don't want to go back to the reservation at that time, leads you to homelessness off the reservation, leads you to reoffending, going back to prison, just because you're like, well, maybe at least I got a bed and 3 meals to eat, you know, instead of being homeless out here. So they reoffend and go back to prison. And then sadly, some of them commit suicide. And so knowing these factors and knowing that the percentage rate of these things was high, I had to do something. And so this is when I went to establish Native Wings Like an Eagle, to be able to give reintegration services to the men and women coming out of prison. Now, of course, we had to have a limit, so it was up to 1 year. And so got this done, was blessed to have the funders to come in and help me get this thing off the ground, was able to employ people and get it rolling. And now, so far, since we're in our 3rd year, and we've had at least 40 men and women come through this organization and get employed, get housing, get their IDs, get their medical charts started, have what they need to keep going. And we still have a lot of them who've already graduated from our program, the Off the Res program, still a part of us. They come back, they still attend the Strong Medicine Talking Circles. They come and they hang out and help us build this organization up. And so I'm very, very thankful to the graduates of our organization. As more come in, they become mentors to them. And so we are just kind of like still building towards the mission that we have, and that's to make sure that our Native brothers and sisters coming out of prison have everything they need to not only transition back out here, but to do it in a successful way. I want them to be successful. And so I think back about several other brothers who are really, really very helpful right now in working together and getting this new cultural center together that we're about to open in a few days. And so the cultural center is an expansion for Native Wings. We're really looking forward to have this grand opening. Tribal officials will be present. Other 501c3 supporters are going to be here. We're hoping that other Native American organizations that we send invitations will at least send a representative or a letter of support to us. And then the public. We want the public to come and see what we're doing here at Native Wings. Of course, the Cultural Center is going to be about having a place where our brothers and sisters can come and put their artistic work together, whether it's beadwork, whether it's ribbon shirts, ribbon skirts, moccasin making, dream catchers, flutes, stickball sticks, whatever it is, drawings, paintings in the Native culture, whatever that they have the gift to do. We want them to come in and do it and then sell what they made so that they can have some extra money as they continue to transition back into society. So we're excited about it. But also this cultural center, we're hoping to open it up for other avenues of usage, like maybe the tribes. Maybe there are tribes out there that have a lot of members here in Oklahoma City, and they know that the members can't come to the reservation to get help or whatever, that they can come to Native Wings and secure the building for a day so that they'll have a place to meet their tribal members here in the metropolitan. So we are really excited about doing that. Also, we want to open it up to some of you groups who are wanting to have drum circles or well variety meetings or white bison, whatever it is, and you need a place to meet. We're right here, just south of I-40 off Meridian. And so we're like centered right in the middle of Oklahoma City. And so I think it's a perfect place to be where everybody can come and meet. And so this cultural center is exciting. Again, it's not a big, massive building where it's going to take you 15, 30 an hour to tour. It's one building. It's not that big, but again, it's not the size of the building. It's the purpose of the building. And when you come on March the 19th to see what this cultural center is going to be like, I think you'll really understand how important that cultural center will be to our clients. So anyway, the update for that, for what we're doing here at Native Wings, how it began, where we're at now. We've already been getting emails and phone calls from other states saying that they would love to have a Native Wings chapter in their state. You know, we gotta take care of where we're at right now, but it is my goal to take Native Wings everywhere to help our tribal members be successful after incarceration. So anyway, that's what it's all about. You know, this is a calling that I believe that the Creator gave to me while I was in prison. He put something like this in my heart. That's the reason why I truly believe that He had me in that leadership all those years I was locked up, learning how to write proposals, learning how to talk to administrative staff, to be able to, I guess you could say, mold and shape me for this time and this season of my life. And I'm so thankful for Him to have chosen me to do this. And again, I couldn't do this all by myself. I have a staff here that's really, really awesome. I have a social media guy that puts our stuff out there where you can see it like you are right now, and he makes sure it gets done properly. And so we're just excited to have everybody working together and see how Native Wings is expanding. We want to spread them wings and soar like an eagle. And a lot of that is going to be the help from you, the public. Donations, whether they're materials, whether they're financial donations, you can be a big part of what we're doing. So you can reach out to us on our Facebook page, nativewings.org. We're on Instagram, Native Wings Like an Eagle. We're also fixing to start a TikTok page in the real near future, so you'll find us there. And then here we are on YouTube. So if you like what you're hearing and seeing and you want to just stay updated on what Native Wings is, then subscribe. Subscribe to this channel, give us a thumbs up, hit the bell, and help us to continue to do what we're doing. So anyway, I'm excited about this, and I hope that you guys will know the importance of having something like this for men and women coming out of prison, how important that is. And so I'd like to just thank all the people who have come by the office, shown their support, who have said they will be here on March the 19th. And so, again, I invite each and every one of you to come 2 to 4 p.m. It's just to come and go, come and see what we're doing here at Native Wings. So with that, I I'm going to say Hadam Chihijadis. We will see you again.